Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Say giving all praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, my teachers, my apostles in this truth, honors to the sincere arching pushing his word, until the kingdom of Yahweh, Basham Yahushai be established. Say shalom, shalom. Back at you with a quick lesson, and it's really an update or some news, that a brother from GMS Trinidad East, has passed away in the hospital yesterday morning due to the C-19, and he was in the hospital for like 2 weeks and 2 weeks and something, or 2 weeks and plus, and he was getting complications of breathing and stuff like that, and he took into the hospital. And that is where the last time we actually heard from the brother. And it's yesterday, right? Yesterday morning, we was continue praying for him and stuff like that, because his wife was receiving updates like every 24 hours from the doctors in the hospital, and they told her that things were looking real bad, and things were looking real like he was going to die. And we still prayed, we still had the faith, and we still prayed. And the night before he passed, I dreamt him. I dreamt him like he was standing up behind me, and when I turned around, he was in all white. He was in all white, and he had a glow on his face. His whole body, his whole structure was just different, and he had a glow. But I actually seen him, like his face. I knew it was him, And by the way, his name is Yasad. His name was Yasad, and I actually seen him, and I was asking him, like, how could you come out of the hospital? And yesterday was lying down in the hospital bed, like he was in the hospital yesterday, and he replied to me in a dream and said, he is healed now. This is the words. This is exact words he said in his dream. He said he is healed now, and he is made perfect. This is what he was telling me in the dream, right? And while the dream was going on, he was telling me something else. But when I awoke, I forgot the next piece. But just knowing the night before, the day before the past, the night before, I dreamt him, right? But I didn't want to tell his wife anything, because she was in a state, she was in a real terrible state, and she still is in a real terrible state, because she was praying and hoping for the best with him too, because she is in the truth too, right? And as when he passed, then I told her what I dreamt the night before. And it was really a message to actually give unto her too. Because when she heard it, she actually broke down and cried, and she felt relieved, she felt better in a way. Knowing that he is not here to suffer anymore. But at the end of the day, it's just a eye opener. When I experience that close to you, it always opens up the eyes even more to fear the Heavenly Father, to fear Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, because these plagues that is seen here, and these different variants, I should say, and plagues is same thing as plagues. And the Heavenly Father is the one who brings any judgment. He is the one who brings any judgment at the end of the day. And this is the fourth. Yes, let me see our elder, Nathan, Yehuda, Yasad. Alright, so this is the fourth brother who was with us, passed away, had died. And every time each one died, it strengthened us, our faith even more, in believing in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, because our whole mindset is that we understand that there is no such thing as death. It's just a separation from the spirit from the physical body. The earth, the body, this flesh will go back into the ground. And the spirit go back to the Heavenly Father who gave it. So we understood this. We understand this. So this is why we feel emotionally, yes, because we do the works with him. You know, he's part of our camp. But we are also joyous inside that he doesn't have to suffer here anymore. He has run his course. He has finished his course. Because at the end of the day, when you read that's not that bad, my family before. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. I think it's Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. It said, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, whom for the joy that is set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Heavenly Father. You know, so Yahushua was the great example. He is the great example, and he went through so much for us. He went through so much for us. You know, so even though if a brother passed with this plague, you know, we will feel sorry, you know. We will feel because we are emotional creatures, this flesh. You understand? But when I think about it spiritually, Yahushua is the author and finisher of our faith. The Heavenly Father. It was predestined that it had to happen this way. You know? It is predestined that it happened to this way. So, this comfort us. And so in turn that it comfort his wife, because even this morning, even this present morning, his wife called my phone. You know, and she was crying and she could not hold up. She actually told me that she don't feel like living anymore. Like, why this place have to be so wicked and stuff, and it's just have to show her that we are living in hell. This is hell, you know. And the ones who supporting this system and who is actually bowing down to this image by running and take their so-called, well, you know what, in their arms, you know. They supporting the system, they supporting this life. But we in this truth, we are above this life. We think heavenly. That's why Yahushua say all those who was of the earth think of earthly things. And Yahushua was thinking of heavenly things to come. So this is where our mindset is supposed to be. You know, and as I gave her some scriptures and stuff, and it comforted her. And she understood, and she felt way much better. So I said, and I told her this is why the scriptures is known as his comforter. You will actually see things on a spiritual level. Don't see it for physical, you know. And concerning the body and funeral and stuff like that, is that they don't even want for her to come and see the body in the hospital. They just want to go and send it to the morgue and let it burn. You know, due to the C-19, right? So, you know, that's forgive me if you only hear music, you know. But this is just an update. This is just an update video. You know, the brother name was Yasad. He was from the Trinidad GMS East, you know. And a really nice brother. A real brother that I loved. I love the brother. You know, so brothers, just continue to pray for one another. You know, we have to continue to pray, keep on praying for one another that you know, that the Messiah shall really intervene. You know, and brothers out there, you know, continue to use you all herbs. Continue to drink plenty water. Use you all herbs and drink plenty water and stuff. You know? Because at the end of the day, we are not children of darkness, we are children of light. And we understand that everything is ordained by the Heavenly Father. But we also have to move with wisdom. You know, plenty water, because I myself and all had the C-19, you know, and I was real sick too. You know, I was sick before him. You know, but I use plenty herbs. I drink fish tea, plenty herbs, you know, and I drink plenty water, you know, and plenty steam. You know, that will get rid of the bacteria, the virus inside of you. Right? So brothers across the globe, you know, this is just an update who actually see it, you know, who actually see it. You know, this is just a update of the brother how Yasad who passed. You know, so with that, giving all praises and honor to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Makakodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You know, honor to the saints here